Did we do it? Did we do it? Sound like Jeff Goldblum. I think we're on the air, everybody. And we're just high enough. I think we can get, what's up, G-Man? What's up, AJD? I'm here. Sorry, guys. Dreamweaver, great to see you. Louie, Michael Walker, thank you for that contribution before the show even started. Thank you for that. I'm here. I am here, so it's still really sunrise. I think the sun was like 7:15 this morning. Now, I am upset because I did not, since I hit the snooze, 7 o'clock, there's like 7 departures in the 7 o'clock hour. So, oh, and speaking of a departure, there's one right there. That looks like a business jet, Cessna 525 business jet. Remember, I'm on top of my truck, so I'll try and keep it steady. And I've got the big DSLR today, so I apologize if things at times get a little shaky, but we shouldn't have any earthquakes. But you are looking to the, I'm still getting my surroundings. So you're looking towards the east, northeast, up against the mountains. Hi, bye, Sylvia. Has woke up right before the show started, so I feel a little bit better at 7 o'clock. So today our location for a little bit is going to be, I didn't even eat breakfast, so that's how bad I feel. So I might try and do it again tomorrow, but I'll set 2 alarms. But what's up, everybody? I sure did. I saw a bunch of the C5s, and I think I figured out a way to do a drive-by that you can see him has. I may have to put the GoPro on top of the truck, but yeah. Yeah, the Doomsday plane, that you are exactly right, Has. You're a good tracker. I saw the Doomsday plane on Friday, and yeah, it took off yesterday. I did not see it land. I saw it in a glimpse. I drove by and I saw it parked. But yeah, I did not see it take off, unfortunately. So welcome to the desert scenery. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll see a coyote. Actually, I see a culvert where the coyotes might sleep, or the javelinas. That's right. I said javelinas. I think I left my phone in the truck, though. Hey, Alex, how's it going, man? Welcome to the desert scenery. Matthew, they probably won't be departing today. Today is a Sunday, and if you know anything about government, government does not work Sundays. So you will most likely, I can almost guarantee you, not see the F-16s. However, if I remember to wake up tomorrow, we will see a lot of F-16s. So I'm going to set my alarm twice and bring some earplugs because they're going to be in action, I believe, tomorrow. Houston, Texas, what's up? Yeah, your first Tucson airport plane spotting experience. And if I'd woken up an hour early, I wouldn't have missed the first hour of departures. Actually, so the first 2 hours, 6 and 7 o'clock is when we get most of the departures because they are the RONs, the remain overnights, the kickoff flights for a lot of airlines. So tomorrow I'm going to try and get here earlier to do that. Yeah. Oh, Alex, you were here just a few weeks ago. Yes, I do. Yeah, here. All the CRJs. Let me show you. Since Alex brought that up, that is Mitsubishi Heavy Industries over there. The people that bought the commercial program from Bombardier. So they're now Mitsubishis. But yeah, you can see a bunch of CRJs over there. And then Bombardier also has a hangar over there for MRO. Oh, looks like we got our first departure of the morning. You can see it. There it is. The E-175 taking off. I believe this is going to Houston. Well, no, the war doesn't stop on Sunday, Louis, but normal government functions do. So, yes, you can blame me for waking up a little late. I will try and get up early tomorrow. And then, yeah, F-16s to be out in action. Yeah, so Alex, the handful of 737s, some of those are actually planes that are getting uh, are waiting to be worked on because it's a maintenance facility. In fact, I'm going to zoom in right over in that general vicinity. Hey, Damon, good morning. Greetings from a cold and wet Wales. Yeah. Sorry, I have my DSLR and it doesn't work as well in the tripod. But somebody, I won't name who, Dreamweaver, complained I don't have a long enough zoom. So the fire station is actually right behind me. So that's the sound you're hearing. They're doing the morning all call. So that is the fire station. The ARF station is directly behind me. That's actually a really nice view right there. I think I'm going to take a picture. DeAndre, how's it going from Jacksonville? Great to see ya. All right, looks like our United Airlines is ready to depart there. You can see it through the fence. We'll see it pop up here shortly. And yep, there's a lot of planes over here. There are a lot of planes, and maybe if I'm bored later on, I'll drive up to Marana. That might be kind of cool. There's no activity, but you'll see a lot of different planes. So people always get a kick out of that. Hey, Trucker Norm, good morning to you. Temperatures in the upper 40s. Upper 40s. It's supposed to be windy, but windy later on, but warm. A pleasant 70 degrees today is the forecast. So again, we're on the south side of the airport on the east side. So we're looking towards the north. Yeah, Houston, Texas. You like Tucson? And San Diego? Nice. Oh, yeah. I'm hoping to get to San Diego pretty soon, Tucson. Just have to figure out saving money first. Because as you know, California gas is not cheap. But yeah, it is pretty great. It's very nice here. I need to learn Houston, Texas. I got to pick up golf again. Play some golf. Hey, what's up, plane watching? Welcome into Tucson. Yeah, it is pretty much shorts weather, AJD. I might see Bob Allen. All right, I'll keep an eye. That's true. He's out there all the time, Captain Bob. DeAndre, yeah, he flies stuff in and out of there all the time. So I may have to message him. Yes, you're Alex. That's right. I've been to Marano once. It was briefly when I was visiting out here to decide if I wanted to take the job. But you're exactly right. There's a Delta 777 right where when you enter. But yeah, it's a very pretty cool experience. So we'll have to do it again. Drive up there. You're exactly right, Alex. Oh, Captain Bob lives in Phoenix. That I did not know. That I did not know. I did too, Sandra. Oh, United's got the go ahead. Take off. So we will turn our attention to United. Is this going to Houston or LAX? DeAndre, I'm on the south side of the field by the ARF station. Here it goes. Into the sunshine. The sun is to the south of us, by the way. Just high enough for the fence. So it's good to see security procedures are being followed with the barbed wire. I do see an American Airlines popping up on radar. Dave in North Little Rock. Yeah, so I am out and about early. I tried to get up earlier, but I hit the snooze. I had a long day in Phoenix yesterday, so I slept in. So I'm going to try again tomorrow. Try again tomorrow morning and see if I can get up earlier. So I will try doing that. Yeah, there are hills and mountains here. The tallest mountain, or one of the tallest that you can't really see, but I actually live out by it, plane watching, is called Mount Lemon. It's about 7,000 feet. So there are some genuine mountains here. Let's see. We've got looks like a Beach King Air taxiing out from one of the FBOs. So we might see a Beechcraft King Air 350 shortly. And then we've got SkyWest 6514 from Tucson to Phoenix. Transponder looks like it's turned on. Our first arrival of the morning, or the first arrival of the broadcast, shows Phoenix arriving in about 40 minutes, and then Dallas arriving in about 50 minutes. So the most planes you'll probably see in an hour are about 8 to 10. Just FYI. But it's great being here. Oh, I see ops working out this morning. They're probably like, who's this guy? I met some of the ops officers, but I didn't meet all of them. So they might think this guy is a security risk, which is good. Yep, there's lots of hills and mountains. And Dave, where I live, I'm actually about 6 miles from Saguaro National Park, which is pretty cool. You know, most national parks you have to drive to the middle of nowhere, but no, I could actually bike to the east entrance of Saguaro National Park. Hey, Sandra, speaking of Delta, how'd that bonus go? Hint, hint. Boy, sure be nice to support the channel. Hint, hint. Since you bragged that you work for Delta, you have to take the Razin. Oh, we get a little Cessna one. I think it's a Cessna. I think I can barely see it. The reflection is strong. Oh, there it is. There's the King Air. Into the sunshine. I know, plane action, right? It's a nice, calm morning here. Maybe we'll see a coyote pop out of the cold. It is plane watching. If I come in tomorrow, which most likely I'll try to, because my work schedule is 7 to 5 this week, 7 p.m. to 5 or 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. So my body needs to get into the train of habit of waking up early. So I'm gonna try and do a morning show again tomorrow, hopefully. Remember to wake up. And then my body will kind of be trained better to wake up a little bit early at around 5 on Tuesday to get back to work. It does get busy in the springtime, actually. So there are about 4 million, last year there were about 4 million passengers plane watching that came through Tucson Airport. So it's not a huge airport, but I will tell you there are some exciting things ahead as we check out that Cessna 172, it looks like. Yeah, so the airport does about 4 million passengers, and as I said, there are a couple of exciting things. Right now, as we speak, currently they're constructing a second parallel runway that'll be about 11,000 feet. That should be done at some point in 2026, so sometime next year. So we're still about a year and a half away, at least. But we'll have another parallel runway, and that'll give us 3 runways. So we'll have 2 parallels and 1 crosswind runway. And then we're supposed to, in the next, I don't know, next decade, construct a new terminal. So a lot of exciting things happening here. And there's a lot of surprises. Like the other day, I saw a WestJet 737-800 take off because it was at the MRO base, the maintenance, repair, and overhaul base here for Ascent Aviation. What's cool too is you'll also see, you can't see it. The building in front of me is blocked, but there's also a 747 over here that Rolls-Royce uses for engine testing. So you'll see it taxi out. I don't, and maybe occasionally take off. No worries, Sandra. I just know you love to brag about working for Delta, so I had to rib you a little bit. It's all good. No Senior Pips plane spotting. I don't even know Mexican rules on that. So there's that MRO base. Those are mostly 737s and A320s over there, and some CRJs as well. But that is Ascent Aviation's maintenance, repair, and overhaul operation. And then, as Alex said, there's a Mitsubishi Heavy Industries CRJ, basically boneyard over across the way. Dave in North Little Rock, it would be heaven for you. There's all these CRJs. Speaking of CRJ, we've got a CRJ 700 about to take off to Phoenix. Wow, thank you, Louie, for gifting a membership to Harold Williams. Thank you so much, Louie. Thank you. Appreciate your generosity.
Good manners are the glue of society.
Congratulations to Harold Williams. And here we go with our CRJ taking off. Oh, it's behind the building there. There it is. So yeah, depending on how, I mentioned it just before a few minutes ago, but depending how things go, maybe I'll sneak out to Marana and get some photos for you. There's also a general aviation airfield called Ryan Airfield that is about, I don't know, 10 minutes away. I think sunrise plane spotting is great here in Tucson. I think that's a good idea. Well, thank you, Louie. I figured you would, Dave. Here, Dave, I'll give you the Action Jackson. Here's the CRJ. Dave in North Little Rock is Trucker Norm. Thank you so much. Thank you, Big Texican. Congratulations, Trucker Norm. Thank you so much. What's that? Good to see you guys. Thank you for your support. Very appreciated. I have so much dust on. When it gets windy, it gets dusty here. So that would be my only caveat of not doing a show is it gets dusty and windy. Damon, you're welcome. You are welcome. I believe that was Louie who gifted you the membership. So thank you to Louie. But yeah, Dave from North Little Rock, here's your CRJ heaven. And if you look closely, you might be able to see some of the old Air France Hop regional jets. That's right, I said Air France Hop regional jets. If you look closely, there's a couple over there. So in my first week, I've noticed a lot of CRJs here parked. I've noticed a lot of 737s parked at the MRO, and also we have a couple of 737 500s that are stationed here for a cargo operation, Sierra Pacific, and then we also have that 747. So those are kind of some of the interesting things I've noticed. That's a great question, Dreamweaver. Some of them are just there for parts. I think some of the CRJs still are worked on, but there's definitely a component of planes that are just there for parts. So yes. I'll tell you what, though, Dreamweaver, I'll see if they'll let me. I'll make a phone call and say, are those planes? Can I buy one of those planes? Yeah, Damien, they sure do. Yeah, so I think mostly this operation right here by Mitsubishi, which owns the CRJ program now, is partly for parts and scrap. But if you want to see some scrap airplanes, you should check out these hangars. There's a couple of so these are some scrap airplanes. You've got a couple of old Southwest planes. You've got a couple of that looks an Aero, an old 737. There's some Mesas. Those look like those could go back into action. Some of the Mesa CRJs that are parked. Yeah, I told you, Dreamweaver, you got to come on down here. And then here's the planes at the MRO. If you look closely, you'll see a few different tails. You'll see WestJet. You'll see Gull. You'll see some American. So I think the WestJet tails are being worked on, and that they'll go into the sky soon. Also, the Gulls as well. And there's a couple DHL over there too. Yep, a WestJet. See what else we got for you. Looks like we got SkyWest 5531 going to Chicago. See an E175, and then we've got American 1025 showing up. So we might have a couple of departures. There is the CRJ. D-Beast, what's up, man? I think I even have a CRJ 200 for you over at Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. Yeah, just settling into the first week of Tucson, so let's see if we can find D-Beast a CRJ 200 that he can purchase. I think there's one right there, a United CRJ 200 for D-Beast. Yeah, there's some Air France hops. in the CRJ world over here. All right, Dave says the helicopter's coming in from the north. I'll keep an eye out for it, Dave. Yes, there is an Equatoriana in the graveyard. I don't know if you can see it from here too well, but I did take a picture of it actually. I think I actually posted it, Sandra. Kevin Kelly, how's it going, bud? Miss you too. I miss Texas. Great to see you. Welcome to Tucson. So we've got that E-175 for United Airlines taking off to Chicago O'Hare. Hey, Harold, good morning. You're welcome. You can thank Trucker Norm for gifting that membership to you. What's up, Matt, man? So when we streamed from here on, what was it, Tuesday? Was it Tuesday we streamed from here, or maybe it was Monday? We were on the north side of the field, and we couldn't see those mountains. Now you can. And so we're looking to the north. Damon says there were a lot of 727s over here in Tucson and up to Marana. I bet. Hans, what's up, bud? Welcome to Tucson. Great to see you from Norway. So, Damon, I might sneak up to Marana today and get a few photos. Depends how church goes. Yeah, but might sneak up there. So that's fun. And then, of course, I got to figure out a way to do kind of like a Google Earth or Google Maps type of drive-by of Davis-Monthan, because there's a ton of C-130s and C-17s you can see fairly easily. But obviously, for security purposes, can't see a whole lot. Hey, look at that. All right, our E-175 is ready to roll to Chicago. So yes, I am hopeful to figure out a way to kind of do a drive by of Davis-Monthan. Also, I'm hoping to visit the Pima Air and Space Museum here fairly soon. Not this week, but next couple weeks. Thank you, Hans. Into the sun. This is actually a really good location. A lot of spotters I'm told, will come down here, especially for the military aircraft. Yes, you're exactly right, Damien. Yeah, I was told actually by the operations manager when we were having lunch here the first week that they used to actually do tours at Davis-Monthan, but unfortunately stopped that. So, yep, you're exactly right. So they do not do public tours anymore, unfortunately. Somebody had to run it for us all. But there are still a lot of roads. I will tell you, there are a lot of roads that that go right by Davis-Monthan, and since there are no trees here, you can see a lot of the tails. So that tower was constructed 2016. That is the ATC tower, and I found out that the other tower here. Let me show you the other tower. Is actually that tower right there. That tower right there is for Customs and Border Patrol. That's where they have their offices, which is kind of rad. So that tower is for CBP and is not a military tower, which I had said earlier. Yeah, I'm looking for the helicopter, Dave. I don't see it. I'm pretty sure Davis Mountains Airspace, they obviously try and keep clear of here, unless they do touch and goes, but. There's our A321. There's our A321 getting to head back to Dallas. Our friend First Officer Mark has flown a few Dallas to Tucson flights. Well, we saw Flair flying into Phoenix yesterday, and we'll go back to Phoenix. I'd like to do Phoenix maybe once a week, but it's about $50 round trip and gas, plus parking. So. So happy Sunday to everybody. Yeah, I'll be going to church later today. And then I might sneak up to Marana, depending on what I have to do. Yeah, these are some nice mountains, man. They're very unique mountains. Some great visibility. Great scenery, I should say. Yeah, I was wondering about that trucker, Norm. The old CT scan. We'll cross our fingers, pray for you. Actually, if right here, that airport police or ops doing there. Thanks so much for everybody tuning in. Yeah, I think it is a stealth helicopter, Dave, because I cannot see it. I think this is where we'll set up tomorrow, even with the F-16s. They'll blow your ears off, so I'll definitely need to remember to bring my earplugs. And I'm going to, and I might hit the snooze, so forgive me again, but I'm going to try and wake up around 5 tomorrow, 5:30. Let's see here. Yes. Schedule stream. No. Here, I'll just use this. I will just use this. Oh, RE 321 is ready to roll. Yep, there's Tucson police working hard. Let's get our A321 rocking and rolling. What's up? Prepare for takeoff. Just like this A321. Going back to Dallas. Adios. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. See? Flying right into the sun. That's beautiful. Gotta remember to stop blocking my tripod on that. It landed at a pad next to D1. Okay. The runways are about 11,000 feet each, Dave, which I guess if you think about it, could be long or not long enough. The altitude here is about 2,600 feet. So it's a little high. It could probably, it can carry, or it can handle a 747, obviously, because we have a 747 here. So I guess it's, I don't know. I would say that's like the equivalent. If it's about 11,000, then it's about 9,000 feet at sea level, would be my conversion offhand. So I think it's adequate. It does the job. It's not like a mega long runway like Denver or Las Vegas. But I guess we'll have to find out in the summertime. So yeah, and I'll give you like a daily temperature report. Like today is 105, today is 110. So I just scheduled the show for tomorrow. It says live pip attacks Wi-Fi. I'll change the title later. I was using a previous stream for, but I have it scheduled for 7 a.m. tomorrow again, and we'll see how well I do this time. Let's see here. There we go. So yeah, it should be saved for tomorrow, 7 a.m. We'll try it again. I'll even try and get here earlier. Well, Dave, you know, money does amazing things, doesn't it? Money does amazing things. It's you're exactly right. No question about it. You're right, Dave from North Little Rock. I did say I would not go below the north 45 north parallel, but that was only the stream this summer. So you have called me out correctly. You know, I think so, Matthew. That's a great question. Yes, Frontier will be coming back to Tucson in March. So hopefully I'll be here for that, Matthew. And Dreamweaver, yes, I did. We were talking about that yesterday on the show, the A380 coming to Lufthansa. In fact, I tried to book a flight last night, but couldn't for some reason. So I'm gonna book a flight at the end of April for Denver, because you can always cancel the flight if you need to, but you can't cancel work. So I'll see if I can get a day off for work. If I can't, no worries. But I have full intention of being there if it's possible. If I can't make it, then so be it. But I'm gonna use points to see if I can book a flight, maybe the 29th, and come back on the 30th. Hey, Glenn Miller, good morning from Missouri. How's it going? Hey, Joseph Big Boy, thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. Welcome to Tucson International Airport. This is my new home. I think if we zoom in closely, there might be a C-130 here. All right, Sandra, on Google Earth, you're seeing what looks like a blue circle, maybe a solar panel over by the end of 11 left. Any confirmation of what that is? That could be. I think it's actually the old part of the runway that they decommissioned. But I will take a look at Google Earth, Sandra, and check that out. I think that's a C-130. Maybe? Let's see what's happening. All right, we got our first arrival, Skywest 6304, the Phoenix to Tucson shuttle on a CRJ 700. And then we also have a Cessna 560 XL Tucson going to Burbank. And then looks like Skywest 3719 on a CRJ 700 headed to LAX transponder just turned on there. So I will see. I will give you visual confirmation once I can see the CRJ. Rarely are there any clouds. Clouds? For you military fans who want to come spot here, I found out that the Air National Guard, the F-16 wing, so when they do training and practice, it's usually about 7 to 3 o'clock or like 8 to 3, give or take an hour or two. So you want to come in the morning, midday, if you want to catch F-16s in action. So like true government work, they're out by 7, they're done by 3, 8 hours a day. And maybe a little bit of time for lunch. Lunch? Captain John, what's up? Had recurrent training. Did you make the trip to Toulouse? It's a Marine Corps 130. Thank you, Matthew. I've got a visual on the CRJ. The mountain is, I would probably say 10 miles from the runway, but I'm just guessing visually. I would say 10 miles, 10 to 15 miles. So here's our CRJ shuttle from Phoenix. Captain John, my first day was on Wednesday, so I just wrapped up my first week and will be starting back at work for more training for the next several weeks for on Tuesday. Sweet. Awesome, Captain John. Tucson is very spread out. Captain John, you got to send me some photos. That'd be awesome. I'm sure other people would love to see them. See if they'll wave high. Sounds good, Captain. Yeah, Dave, I know you're digging all the CRJ action. Yes, Matthew, good eye. There are a couple of old Interjet A320s that are parked at the MRO. Good eye, sir. You are exactly right. Now, I don't know if they're going to be repainted, if they're just for scrap, if they're just for parts. But well done, Matthew. There are a couple of Interjet A320s over there in the MRO. Yeah, the first week of work, and I'm sure the first couple of weeks of work will be the same. A lot of information, a lot of brain subtraction and addition. What do you call that? Osmosis. A lot of information. So I will probably be in training 6 weeks to 2 months, and then I'll have to have a check ride done, make sure I can safely drive the field, which is obviously paramount. So thank you to Trucker Norm and Louis DeHaan for gifting memberships this morning. Appreciate you guys. Thank you to Michael Walker for the contribution as well. We were live streaming in Phoenix yesterday, and we'll be doing Phoenix more. I did also, after Phoenix, I drove up to Michael Walker will appreciate that. I drove up to Scottsdale Airport. And Scottsdale's pretty locked down. There's a lot of FBOs that block the view of the runway. There's one spot that might work for a live stream, but I'm sure Scottsdale, being the safe community as it is, they'll probably get called out by police. So it's kind of a possibly. So we'll see about Scottsdale. Thank you, Captain John. Yeah, I hope so. The nice thing is that, well, there is runway 422, which is basically the crosswind runway, and then runway 1230. So I just have to be careful. But yeah, reading maps and just getting it's not too complicated of an airport, thankfully. It's not like Boston. Boston would blow my mind. So as long as I am careful and don't go fast, yeah, I should be just fine. So thank you, Captain John. Let's see what else we got. I believe I see Delta pushing back. So they are pushed back, headed over to Los Angeles, SkyWest 3719 Delta connection. Biggest carrier at Tucson would probably be either American or Southwest, Matthew. Yeah, Minneapolis is complicated. Again, this is not, this is not DFW or Phoenix. We get about 4 million passengers a year here. We're supposed to start Frontier in March to Denver. And I think we might get one more airline before the year is out. I'm surprised Avelo, Allegiant, and Breeze don't fly here at all. Sometimes you do have to go fast, Captain John. When I was doing a job shadow with one of the airport managers at Salt Lake, we got up to about 100. But usually, yeah, you don't want to go too fast. But yes, you can go pretty fast down the runway. But I would say overall, probably 45, 50 miles an hour down the runway. Honestly, if I had a dream job, it'd probably be San Diego because the weather and there's only one runway. So it's easy. It would be easy with just one runway. Or Fort Myers, one runway. What's a good parallel airport? Salt Lake would be pretty good because all their runways are parallel. Although somebody's going to lecture me and say, oh, 1432. I guess you can take off with that technically, but no, you know what's funny? I have not seen any Sukhoi super jets down here. Matman, they might be in Yuma. So that's a great question. But no, I have not, sadly, not seen any Sukhoi super jets. I think the most unique aircraft I've seen here is probably the 747-200 that Rolls-Royce has that they use for engine testing. You can't really see it. SRQ, yeah. Although when I was in SRQ, it was super humid, and that was in like September, Captain John. Bozeman, okay, Bozeman would be a good airport because of the weather, the scenery, and they really only have one commercial runway. Bozeman does. They have a couple runways, but only one I think is rated for commercial. Yeah, London has nice parallels. So the runway here is about 11,000 feet. So I could probably get up, if I wanted to, up to 100 miles an hour, Sandra. I think that's a definite possibility. So SkyWest holding short of runway 12. Again, runway 1230 is the only kind of it's not really. It's the southeast northwest. There we go. The southeast northwest runway, 1230. The airport is constructing a second runway as we speak right now. So that should be a second parallel, 1230. That should be online in 2026, hopefully. So I just wanted to clarify that. For you new viewers, Josh, aloha and good morning, bud. Welcome to Tucson. Great to see you. Just finishing up my first week of work and off today and tomorrow, and I'll be back to work on Tuesday, and thanks to everybody for making me feel welcome here. Yep. There's a nice, there's a nice variety of mountains, heights here, Dave, and we're higher up than we are than Phoenix. So yeah, it's actually pretty nice. So that is the Ascent MRO, the Maintenance Repair and Overhaul Base. Looks like the CRJ going to LAX is taking the runway. It's nice to know that I've got a good stable connection over here so far. So that is promising for tomorrow. Unless the winds are out of the north tomorrow, then I'll have to look into the sun, and I don't know if I want to do that. Ah, sweet, Josh. Oh my gosh, Josh is going to have the greatest job in the world. Hiring process for airport operations officer in Honolulu. That's awesome, Josh. So jealous, totally jelly. First week was great. A lot to learn, and there'll be a lot to learn in the next couple of months. Josh, airport officer in Honolulu. That sounds like a horrible job, said no one ever. That's fantastic, Josh. Not Tucson. Working at Tucson. Yeah, working in Tucson. We were in Phoenix yesterday doing a live stream. I gotta figure out how to get a better notification and more people know that I'm on the air. Santa Barbara would be nice. I heard though in Santa Barbara, AJD, that they're very wildlife friendly, which means it limits the ability for air ops to do its job properly. So I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. Current time is 9:08 here in Tucson. We just hit our first hour. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing, tuning in. Let's see what we got for you. I still have to eat breakfast and get ready for church. But it looks like in the next few minutes we should have American Airlines 737-800 arriving from Dallas. In fact, I think I see it. American 2720, yep. It's on final. So I'll try and see about zooming into that beauty. Hey, Gail, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Tucson, and good morning from Green Valley. Thanks so much for tuning in to Pip's Planespotting Live. I am Pip. Glad to be bringing you this live stream from Tucson. I'm kind of surprised, Matthew, that Breeze hasn't flown to Tucson yet. Like a Provo to Tucson, perhaps? Or maybe an Ogden to Tucson. And sorry, the camera is a little shaky. I have a small tripod and a big DSLR lens with a big zoom, and I'm on top of my truck. So thanks everybody for your patience. Need one of those click chairs. Maybe San Bernardino for Tucson for like 39 bucks. That might work. Or maybe I would do Rockford to Tucson. Because apparently there are a lot of people from Chicago that are in Phoenix. So I figured maybe Rockford to Tucson. There's some Chicagoans. There's also a Portillo's here too. Get a nice look here at the flight deck. See if they wave high. I'll wave high. See if they wave high. Busiest air spa? You're probably right. So welcome to everybody from Dallas. I got a wave? Excellent. Excellent. That's great. I'll have to watch that. I did not see it. So thank you, AJD. They did block my cell signal. My bad, Dave. Yeah, Americans had this livery for about a decade. I wonder if they're about to switch it up. So again, we're going to try and be on the air tomorrow again at 7, if not sooner. I'm going to probably set my alarm for 4:30 tomorrow morning and see if I can make that happen. I got to admit, it was nice sleeping in because I didn't fall asleep quickly. But I'm going to target 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll have the F-16s supposedly back and rolling. I got to check and see if they are. I think they're flying tomorrow. It is Monday, but it's not a holiday. But they should be back in action. And then also I will 7 o'clock, but also try and target maybe a little bit earlier than 7 o'clock as well. So I'll try and do that too. Let me see what else. Yeah, you know, Matt, man, boy, being so close, Mesa being so close, they would, I tell you what, those would be some rock bottom fares though, Matt, man, $19 or something like that, maybe to Mesa. I don't know that, see, here's my thought process on it. The Tucson to Phoenix, shuttle on American makes sense because you're connecting through a hub, which means in order to get to another destination, you need to fly through Phoenix. And The drive can be long. It's about 2 hours. It's expensive to park at Phoenix. And so if you for some flights, if you connect through from Tucson through Phoenix, it's just less hassle, but it's also a pain in the butt to drive up to Phoenix. So yeah. Hey, Little Shoe, good morning to you. Dispatcher interviews, the best way is probably, honestly, Josh, just text me. But I look at AirNav. I look at the approach charts. I found out, I looked at the airport diagrams as well on AirNav. And I found out that you can buy Jepson for personal use for $370. That's a good way too. So the biggest thing, Josh, I would say is keep looking. Use the Aviation Weather Center website daily. Look at the nasstatus.faa.gov. Also, go to AirNav. Look at airports and the different charts and the SIDS and the stars. Those would be the biggest things. Tucson too late. Ha! We'll see. We'll see about Mesa. I won't commit to Mesa, AJD. That will have to be a trip that'll be funded by the Pit Pals. Phoenix is a little bit of a different story because that's, I think, the 10th busiest airport in the United States. And we were on the north side yesterday, so the next stream we'll probably do is south side, which will be departures and arrivals from the south side. And that means we can either do early morning in Phoenix, or we can do later in the afternoon and evening from Phoenix. Because ATC will typically turn, if the winds aren't a factor, will turn the flow of traffic so they don't look right into the sun. No, I have no idea, Josh. I think Mesa's still doing what Mesa does. They are selling some aircraft. I know that. Louis gifting Josh Kohlenberg. Gifting the membership just for $1.99. Gifting that. Thank you, Louis.
Good manners are the glue of society.
Might want to think about dropping him a thank you note.
Thank you, Louis. Just $1.99 to gift a membership. Thank you, Louis, all the way from Utrecht, the Netherlands. So I decided I'm going to try and stay till 10, and then I got to get home, eat, and get ready for church. So we'll be on the air for another 45 minutes or so, hopefully. And then I'll see about Miranda later on this afternoon. And tomorrow morning we'll be back in action. That is very kind of you, Louis. Yes. Yes, that's very nice, Louis. Thank you for paying for my meal. And remember, a small amount makes a huge difference, whether it's 99 cents or $9 million. So thanks, everybody, for their contributions. Also, thank you to Trucker Norm. Yeah, Josh, I don't know if they're going out of business. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough being a regional airline. I mean, SkyWest has figured out how to do it, but it's tough being a regional airline if you aren't wholly owned by that airline. So these are a couple of 737-500s. You can't really see them, but Sierra Pacific does cargo, and they're 737-500s. I wish the 747 was out testing today. Otherwise, then you could see it up close. But sadly, it is not. Because it's Sunday, day of rest for much of the world. Pretty much, Matt, man, that's what I'm thinking. So there's the control tower. Actually, a really nice control tower. That was done in 2016. I think it's about 250 feet. So it's a really nice control tower, especially for an airport of this size. Well, I'm waiting to find out how much electric costs, Dave. There is obviously a lot of solar they use. Davis Monthan has a big solar facility power plant. So it's very interesting. You see Alaska? Alaska, that is going to be departing here in about 40 minutes. Commercial. Hey, Aviation Geek, great to see you. Welcome to Tucson. This is our, I'm going to call it, we've done a second stream, but this is our second stream. But yeah, the Alaska, Sandra, there's, Alaska flies to a couple cities actually out of Tucson. They fly to Sacramento, which is their newest route. They fly to John Wayne, Orange County. They fly to Seattle. They fly to Portland. And I think that's it. So I'm wearing a jacket and I don't need to. It's mostly to cover my back and neck from the sun. Oh, I see. Looks like an E-175 for American Airlines taxiing out. So I've got some departure action for you. I was actually just looking to see what times are usually the busiest for Tucson as far as commercial aviation traffic. So it looks like as far as departures go, 4 o'clock's a fairly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5. So 5 looks like 4 to 7 o'clock is a fairly busy time for traffic here at Tucson. Maybe I'll come back here too in the evening. A lot of action. So 4 to 7 o'clock, and then of course we have that's for departures. And then tomorrow, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the first 3 hours average a total of 6 departures. So that's pretty busy for Tucson. Yeah, I saw Aviation Geek, Brian Schottenheimer, the new coach for the Cowboys. Yes, that's right. They have Geek Tours. Yeah, well, I think I had mentioned that, but you're absolutely right. Sacramento is their latest destination. And actually, I might actually fly up to Sacramento because they were advertising basic economy fares for I think like $70 one way. What's up, Randy? Nice. The old pirate page. Good for you. Good for you. All right, so our E-175 is hanging out at the end of the runway. That is Skywise 6439 going to LAX on an American Eagle flight. And our next departures should be United 5392, American 6307, and Alaska 3405. Do we have any more arrivals in the next 30 minutes? Does not look like. We'll keep an eye out. I don't think there's going to be too many PIREPs around Arizona. The winds are usually kick up during the spring, and then the monsoon season in late summer. Sandra, can be interesting. It's fairly new, Dave, so I don't know that I want to commit to bolting down a tripod leg just yet. But I have thought about that actually, Dave, so it's a great idea. I love how they just reflect off into the sunlight. AvGeek Tours. Thank you for that information. The SIDS and the Stars. I haven't looked at the SIDS and the Stars yet, Sandra. And SID is a standard instrument departure, which is a standardized departure route for commercial airlines. And then STARS are a standard terminal arrival route, which is a standardized arrival pattern for planes coming into Tucson. Hey, Uncle Plane Guy, 157. Oh man, that's a long way away. I don't know if I can stay out. I don't know if I can stay out there until then. But I actually might consider going to Marana and then coming back for the afternoon departure rush because it sounds like there's going to be a lot of action. There you go. You found a PIREP over DMN. A321, moderate chop. Thank you, Sandra. So we're waiting on our Alaska departure. We're to Portland. We're waiting on our Phoenix departure to, our American departure to Phoenix. And in case you're wondering, I did some research and I found out the biggest airplane that the Tucson airport can handle as far as at the gates is a 757. They cannot handle a wide body at the gate. It has to be, if it's a diversion, it has to be on A17 on the remote pad or the Cochise ramp. That's right. I said Cochise ramp. So you'll see it on the airport map. Yeah, I might come back, Dave. And I might come back, Matt, man. We'll see. My church is around 2 o'clock, so it's fairly late. So maybe I come from church over here. Well, we'll see. I'll have to think about that. I would like to go up to Marana too today, but maybe it might be busier tomorrow. Yep, Aviation Geek. I'm at Tucson. This is TUS, Tucson International Airport. Yeah, the largest plane that Tucson can handle at the gate is a 757, and I think there's only one gate that can handle that. So really, wide bodies you cannot handle at the gate. Maybe in the new terminal when they construct it in the next decade, but otherwise they have to park it at a pad. While we have a moment, let's give you a quick tour if you're just tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Big thank you to Louie and also to Trucker Norm for their generosity, stepping up, and I appreciate them greatly. So we're looking towards, and I'm still trying to get my bearings because we're kind of looking towards the, what is this, south now? We're only about an hour from the U.S.-Mexico border. Have not gone down to the border, but there you can see the windsock right up there. Nice and convenient for the pilots. That orange kind of fuzzy thing right there. There it is. That is correct. AJD is, in fact, a Delta Gate. Yes, Raytheon is actually AvGeek Tours. What's up, Treasure Maze? Great to see you. In fact, Raytheon's hangar is not there. Right there. So there's Raytheon, as AvGeek Tours brought up. Interesting, Uncle Plane Guy. So that's Raytheon. Sheriff's office hangar over there. The ATC tower. This hangar is for Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. They bought the commercial operation from Bombardier for all the CRJs. So you'll see all the CRJs over here. And Dave from North Little Rock will lose his mind. So, so those are all CRJs parked over there. Whether a CRJ 200, 700, 900. There's a good guy doing the tug. Staying safe out there. And then over here you have the Ascent MRO. So they do maintenance, repair, and overhaul. And we'll zoom in all the way on there. You can see a couple of WestJet tails. You can see a couple of Gold tails. DHL. So they do some maintenance, repair, overhaul. In fact, when I was training, I saw a WestJet going back to Calgary. It was a 730-700. Uncle Plane Guy, yes, they do have helicopters. The sheriff's office does have helicopters. That is correct. I think we're in Pima County. I'm still trying to learn everything. Again, I've only been here for really 6 days, and most of those have been working. So I'm still trying to get the all the information. There's a lot of Mesa, Josh. There's a lot of Mesa's CRJs parked down here. I'll show you. So there's just a few of the Mesa CRJs that are parked over there. That's a good shot too. Some good photography sight lines here if you're a photographer. You can get above the fence line if you stand on the back of your truck. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm still trying to get. All I know is I-10 right now, and I think I-19 goes to Nogales, and I think I know where Mount Lemon is, and that's about. Oh, and I know where Saguaro National Park is, but other than that, I'm totally lost. AF Geek Tours, I did. I took a job as an airport operations officer. I love streaming and want to do it full time, but benefits are good and a steady paycheck is good. So I just was not getting enough revenue to support myself, even though I could have. I was like, you know what? I need to probably get some benefits and try this. And so. So yeah, I started my first week this past week. So Tuesday will be my second week. Looking forward to it. We're just waiting on our Phoenix and Portland departures. Blackout from the gate. You see a couple different things in that shot there. Again, one of those, the plane closest to us is a 737-500 that does cargo. It's called the company's called Sierra Pacific. And then the tower you see in the back, that was the old control tower for Tucson. It's now the Customs and Border Patrol offices. Yep, Treasure Maze, it sure is. Alaska Airlines, you see there, we're expecting them to block out shortly to Portland. It looks like we've got a small little single engine Cessna practicing. Maricopa County, I think Phoenix is in Maricopa County because that county's famous during election season. Hey, just a thought. Great to see you. Thanks so much. Yeah, I'm on top of my truck. But yeah, so we can get over the fence. So thank you. And it's great to see you and welcome to Tucson. Again, we'll be hopefully, if I hit the snooze again, I'll come back tomorrow. And then I'll get flogged by everybody, and that's okay. But the goal is to be on the air tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'm going to try and get here a little bit earlier. Dogwood, how's it going? Thank you, Dogwood. Appreciate your support. Yeah, first week was good. I start back on Tuesday, second week. First couple 6 weeks are going to be training. So there's going to be a lot of training, a lot of things to learn. And hey, Lord Andrew, great to see you. And thanks for your being a member for 3 months. Oh, and Lord Andrew gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Lord Andrew. So that's a double sounder for you here. So Lord Andrew, thanks so much.
You might want to think about dropping him a thank you note.
Good manners are the glue of society.
Thank you, Lord Andrew. Jeff 2E75, Lima Papa 23, Juanita, Terminal B Aviation Sideshow. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you. And thank you, Lord Andrew. Much appreciated. That counts as a membership train. And that E175 you see in the picture is going to San Francisco. There are, if I remember correctly, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, There are 19 destinations that Tucson flies to, or that airlines fly to out of Tucson. Whoops. That's what I wanted to see. Challenger taking off. Nice thing about a morning stream is that the sun is behind me, thankfully. And South Flow. Uncle Plane Guy, you are correct. There is a C-130 that is parked here that we identified earlier. Matthew said it is a Marine Corps 135. Thank you, Lord Andrew. That's very kind of you. It's great being here. Yeah. At some point, and I know the question will come up, so at some point I'm trying to figure out how to best do a drive-by of Davis-Monthan so you can see at least all the tails that are parked there at the military graveyard. Unfortunately, they're not open for tours anymore. But and I planning on going to the Pima Air and Space Museum in the next couple of weeks. Correct. That is correct, Matt, man. Yeah, they some of the longest routes are to Seattle, Chicago, Minneapolis, and Atlanta. Nothing to the East Coast other than Atlanta. So yeah, no Boston, no Transcon yet. The sun is doing a great job warming up the day. So this is something I'm going to have to remember. So honestly, during the summertime, the streams all probably will be in the early morning or late at night, at least here at Tucson. Phoenix, the parking garage provides some shade, so that's a little bit of a different story. But when you're out in the open, yeah, early morning, late at night in the sun. There are actually, I spoke with one of the reservists, Uncle Plane Guy, at Davis-Monthan. He told me there is some F-16s, C-130s, and I forgot what else. And then thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of old military aircraft. Uh-oh, got a little bit of buffering here. Hang in there. We're fighting through it. I didn't see any KC-135s there at Davis-Monthan. Oh, yes, and the A-10s. Thank you. That's what I was forgetting. Yes, the A-10s are still operating out of Davis-Monthan, but they are quickly will be disappearing. Sadly. In fact, they're... Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There. Just look for PIP, P-I-P, Hastings, H-A-S-T-I-N-G-S, Aviation. PIP, P-I-P, H-A-S-T-I-N-G-S. And you can click under the live link on the homepage. PIP Hastings Aviation. YouTube. Yeah, man, you too. Thanks. The guy was asking me, hey, are you on YouTube? Super cool. I'll have to run into him when I'm on the field and say, hey, because I had to scream the name. Yep. It's pretty rad. There's ops and maintenance doing some work. Super nice guy. There's not a 777, Josh. There is not a 777 here. There is a 747 that Rolls-Royce uses for engine testing. But there are plenty of 777s and 747s up at Marana, which is about a half hour north of here. So yeah, there's a 747 that Rolls-Royce uses for engine testing that's here. Yep, the tug driver. Well, Louie gifting another membership to Captain Lyle. Thank you so much, Louie. Appreciate your generosity. Very kind of you.
Get to the chopper!
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Good manners are the glue of society.
I just played them all. But yes, that would be cool if there was a 777 here. SkyWest has a hangar here, and they're actually getting a new hangar for their maintenance. So SkyWest does maintenance down here at Tucson. And when you come to think of it, it's probably a good idea. They have a lot of different airlines that they fly for. In fact, I think they fly for SkyWest flies 4 different airlines into Tucson. So Delta, Alaska, United, and American all fly SkyWest. We'll get you on Aviation Geek soon enough. Kevin Moore. Yeah, for some reason, Kevin Moore, they still get the 810s every once in a while at Hill. In fact, I've got a couple of videos when I was lucky enough to catch one. But yeah, those are pretty rad. That's a great question, Uncle Plane Guy. Am I going to stream from Marana? If I do, I got to figure out a good sight line and yeah. Whoa, Dogwood gifting a membership. Thank you so much, Dogwood.
Good manners are the glue of society.
Congratulations, Zachary Taylor, on that gifted membership from Dogwood. And yeah, so if we do stream from Marana, I got to figure out a good spot and then not get chased off security, because there's actually a Army installation at Marana on the north side. And honestly, Matt, man, to your point about getting Aeromexico or Viva here, I'm kind of surprised they don't. Even Aeromexico, like with an E190, I think part of it is probably customs. I don't know if there's a customs gate at the current terminal or not. There might be. I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that one. But yeah, that's a great question. Hey, what's going on, Yin? How's it growing? Great to see you. Welcome, welcome. Good morning to you. Welcome to Tucson. We're waiting on our Phoenix departure and our Sacramento Portland departures. Hear a helicopter. It's going pretty fast. Let's see if I can catch it. It's like flying. Whoa, Kevin Moore. $20 super chat. Thank you, Kevin. You and Sandy. Thank you so much, your lovely wife.
Good manners are the glue of society.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, let's see if... Oh, there it is. Thank you very much, Kevin Moore, for your generous contribution. So we'll, and speaking of military aircraft, Kevin, since you brought up the A-10 at Hill, we're going to try and get here tomorrow morning so we can catch the F-16s from the fighter wing here at Morris Air National Guard. So if you like the F-16s, you're going to love tomorrow's show.
Get to the chopper!
So I'm just going to ask in advance if I sleep in tomorrow that you'll forgive me like I did today. But I'm I'm going to try and set the alarm for 4:30 or 5 tomorrow morning so we can get up early and get out here. Oh, awesome, Kevin. Well, tell Sandy hello. That's great to hear. I love hearing that. Yes, there are a couple of old 727 tails. Give me a second here because my battery's about to turn off, and I'm gonna have to shut down. Give me 1 second, ladies and germs. I thought it would last longer than this, but it did not. So I'm gonna have to shut down the audio here for a second, but we will be back on. So stand by. Shutting down audio. Let's see if we're back. I think we're back. And we're charging the laptop. Excellent. All right. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. And still waiting on the. So thank you again, Lord Andrew, Dogwood67, Louis DeHaan, Trucker Norm, Kevin Moore. Thank you for all your contributions and generosity today. Yeah, we should be out here, Uncle Plane Guy, early enough tomorrow, unless they don't for some reason. But I think they're on the schedule to fly tomorrow. If not, they fly almost every day here, and I will make sure to get them in action. No, I'm already settled into an apartment on the far east side, Uncle Plane Guy. So I'm already moved into an apartment. I live far east of the airport. It's just nice in the country. I'll be honest, like there's not a lot of great areas in the city. So I had to move either north or east, and I picked one, and so I live on the east side, far east side. All right. See if any of them had turned on their transponders. Do-do-do-do. See a private jet. And then I do see SkyWest 6307 transponder turned on. I do not see the SkyWest Alaska uh, turned on just yet. But I guess it should be any moment because we're almost at 10 o'clock. So I got to get out of here soon so I can get home, shower up, and get to church. No, Kevin Moore, Davis Monthan doesn't do tours anymore, sadly. Because I've heard that from a couple people so far this week that they used to do tours, but not anymore, sadly. The Air and Space Museum, the Pima Air and Space Museum, Kevin, is still open though. And that is open, I think, every day from 9 to 5. And I'm planning on going there in the next couple weeks. Church live stream. Well, to be fair, the Tabernacle Choir does like a live stream. I think at like 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 10 a.m. Central Time, or maybe it's 11, Matt Man. So I'll let them handle the live stream. Oh, there's Alaska on the pushback. There we go. Thank you, Kevin Moore. Let's see the cities I can name offhand that Tucson serves nonstop. You can do nonstop flights to Denver, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Los Angeles, Orange County, Seattle, Portland, Sacramento, San Francisco, I think Oakland, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Chicago, Midway and O'Hare, Atlanta, Minneapolis, Dallas. Let's see, what other cities? You guys are gonna have to get the rest of the list because I guess I just stumped myself. I haven't found no, I haven't found it. I haven't found a sizzler yet, sadly. AJD. That would actually make my day if I did find a sizzler. I know there's a Portillo's and I did find it. Matt Man. And In and out, Culver's. So we've got Culver's here too. So the Midwest chain. I did not stop. By the way, I don't know if anybody remembers the last time I was in Phoenix. Brian S. mentioned there are some White Castles in the north part of the valley in Phoenix. And I drove right by one yesterday on my way home from Scottsdale. And I was very tempted to turn around, but I was tired and just wanted to get home. So next time I'm up in Phoenix, I'm going to have to stop at the White Castle. Oh, yes, Houston. Thank you. Houston, Salt Lake City. Yes. I can't believe I forgot Salt Lake City, but you're exactly right. Salt Lake City, Houston. Duh. I was in Salt Lake. They flew to Tucson all the time. And I see Southwest, or not Southwest, SkyWest is CRJ 700 going back to Phoenix. So the E175 is starting up, and the CRJ going to Phoenix is getting ready to roll. Yeah, going back to Phoenix. Oh, the Sizzler in Layton. Layton's still open, Kevin? Dang. I always used to go, Kevin, to the Sizzler before it closed down on 12th and Washington. Yeah, in Ogden. That was the place. What's up, Gavin? Thanks for the Sioux. Perfect. And you got a Sioux Falls report in. Gavin, when I was looking at Southwest to Denver last night from Tucson, it was 89 bucks. But for some reason, I couldn't get into my Rapid Rewards account. But I was ready to book the flight last night for the A380 inaugural. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. And if I have to cancel because of work, that's fine. But, you know, you can always cancel flights, but it's better not to cancel work. So absolutely. Houston, Texas, Sizzler Salad Bar. To Belgrade? Are you talking about Belgrade in Slovakia? Or Belgrade in I can't forget which country, but or Belgrade in Montana where Bozeman Airport is. And we have an arrival. I did not expect this. But it's an E175, I already know. Ah, okay, Gavin. Ah, gotcha, Gavin. Did I not say Santa Ana? No, I did not. You were correct, Uncle Plane Guy. God, you guys are making me so hungry. I have got to find a Sizzler now. This is of utmost importance, finding a Sizzler in Tucson that's still open. Looks like the CRJ is ready to roll down the runway to go back to Phoenix. We'll see if we can get another wave in real quick. And here comes the CRJ. Going off for the 15-minute flight. Chickpeas. Thank you, Gavin. There is a Freddy's. Yes. There is a Freddy's. I know that much. Yeah, Freddy's is the new Steak and Shake. You're exactly right. Everybody's like, oh, Freddy's is so awesome. And for anybody who lived in the Midwest or whatnot, like, oh, this is just Steak and Shake. All right, this E175 going to Portland. Nice research there on the Lord Andrew on the old Sierra Pacifics, the 737-500s. It's a heavy one. I did know that the headquarters were in downtown Indianapolis. I sure did. Going off to Portland we are. And I'll give you one more departure. It looks like we've got a Challenger about to take off. I think this was going to Palm Springs, perhaps? There it is. Like a missile. What's up? Good. Yeah, I kind of I kind of figured. Nice, man. Oh, well, let me show you here real quick. Yeah, just go to the should show up. Do this live. I just Dallas actually. I work at the airport. Yeah, the airport authority working ops. So I just started my first week. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Jojo on the go. Hey, it's good to meet you. Yeah. Uh, I need to do better on Instagram. I should do YouTube. So, but anyways, Oh, see, we're having a meeting. We're having a meeting of the minds, everybody. We're just chatting. So, uh, but all right, everyone. Hey, what's up, ERB? Well, you guys, it is time. I got to get back, get ready for the day. But thanks everybody for tuning in, and appreciate all of you for being a part of the action. And no, stop it. I'm gonna do this music. So thanks everyone. I was just chatting here with a couple of spotters themselves. We're having a meeting of the spotters, the first ever Tucson spotting coalition. So, what's up, Penn? How's it going? We're just actually wrapping up the show. Closest Sizzlers in Phoenix on Indian School Road. You guys are awesome. So, yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm going to try and wake up early tomorrow. 4:30 or 5 a.m. I might do a stream this afternoon for the afternoon rush, but I got to get ready for church and whatnot. So, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll catch you later. And thanks for the support from Kevin Moore, from Trucker Norm, from Dogwood 67. Thank you also to Louis DeHaan. Thank you. Don't want to forget everybody. And Lord Andrew, of course, thank you so much for your support. Dave likes the scenery, and we'll see you all again. Thank you all, and we'll catch you, if not later on this afternoon, tomorrow morning, bright and early.